Today on the channel, some may call him the GOAT. I just call him my friend John, as we've got John Cena, Mattel Elite Series 100.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 100 unboxing and review. And today we've got one of the big ones. We've got John Cena. But for all your Mattel Elite and AEW Jazzwares needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And you got to get a deal, as you guys know. But we continue on with Mattel Elite 100. Quite the celebration here, of course. And no better to celebrate with than John Cena in a Western shirt. And of course, Western shirts usually save for best of videos at the end of the year. But this is such a special set. Figured, hey, let's bust it out for this one too. So a double dose of the Western wear, and of course the finest in the Kenny Rogers collection, as some of you guys may or may not know, because believe it or not, people do ask. But we got John Cena. John Cena, no stranger to any toy lines, and there's a lot of guys deserving to be in Elite 100. It is such a pivotal set in the history of Mattel, and it makes a lot of sense for John Cena to be in here. But of course, there's guys like the Ultimate Warrior, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan that were left out of this set. They just can't all be in there. But John Cena, I think it's fair enough. And John Cena and I go way back, of course. He's one of the greatest of all time. He even calls me, as some say, the Larry Bird of action figure collecting.
Kyle Peterson, who is known in some circles as the Larry Bird of sports entertainment figurine collecting. Well, this is John Cena, a.k.a. John Cena, who is known in some circles as the John Stockton of fashion. The shorts get shorter all the time.
Yes, and that's the gift that keeps on giving, that video from John Cena, my old good pal. So very cool to have that. You guys aren't sick of that yet, I don't think. But some of you guys are new, so you might have never seen it before. But we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel here. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We'll unbox it. We'll talk about it. We'll do a little comparison later on in this video. But a very interesting version of John Cena, and we'll bust into it right now. So without further ado, here we go. We got the silver and black attack, special packaging for 100. Looks really good. Actually, it looks better in person. It is really growing on me. I really wish they would keep this going forward for a while. It's a nice, really feels fresh, but similar at the same time. But I really do like the packaging on this. Much like Basic Series 100, a very similar kind of themed black packaging to that one. Got the WWE logo, Elite logo, John Cena, big window box, playing all the hits there. On the side, certified authentic, true effects, John Cena, all the usual stuff. Then we get Elite Collection 100, little artwork of old John there. And the back, got John Cena glamour shot. We got the big blurb, the Elite logo. Big old cross sell at the bottom. Of course, we're unboxing all these on the channel, so make sure you do subscribe. At the very end, we're, of course, going to unbox the Chase Andre the Giant, and we're going to rank this wave from my least favorite to my favorite. And as we get through this series, it's becoming more challenging in my head, so it's going to be hard to figure out the exact pecking order. But we'll do it. We always do, so stay tuned for that. Let's read. Let's see what it says about our old friend John Cena here. Before he was a record-setting 16-time WWE champion, John Cena began his career as a fire-spitting doctor of thugonomics. The leader of C Nation inspired millions with his motto, hustle, loyalty, respect. But first, the chain gang soldier had a different motto. You want some? Come get some. Elite 100 celebrates the champ, complete with his iconic Spinner WWE Championship. That's a big selling part of Elite 100, is these new title belts, as you do know. And I'm nowhere near the biggest John Cena fan. You guys know that, but there's nothing but respect for John Cena. He goes to work every single day. One of the hardest working mans. I always say I'm like the James Brown of action figure collecting. He is definitely the James Brown of professional wrestling. I mean, the guy has no days off, and that's what you got to do. No days off. You just never take a day off. You constantly keep moving. I think John Cena lives that every single day. There's no doubt in my mind. But without further ado, let's get him out of the pack here, see what's going on. Give the old see you later, goodbye. We get a little background there. Probably my least favorite of the backgrounds we've seen so far, but at least it is different. It feels special. I'm here for that. That looks pretty cool. Then we get old John in the plastic prison. A little bit more plain Jane John Cena than what we've received as of late. Of course, we got that Legends release in his throwback gear. Basically a 2-in-1 gear, as we do know. But it's been a while since we've had a plain Jane one without a shirt. Usually we get one of his iconic shirts, if you'll call it that. So no shirt in this one. We should should have on the channel fairly soon. I don't know, there's a lot on the channel, as you guys know, but we'll have another John Cena unboxing fairly soon in the Mario Brothers inspired shirt. So we'll have that, so stay tuned for that review on the channel. I'm gonna pull him out, maybe. Can I get him out without knocking everything out? Uh-oh, we're twist-tied. Oh, no, John! No, he's being hung! John, no! No, not you! We're gonna hang him here. Can I get this twist tie? It's not a twist tie. What do we call these things? Clips? I don't know. I just like to call it twist ties, even though it's technically not a twist tie. See you later. Goodbye off to the side. All right, we've got accessories palooza right here for old John Cena, and that's fitting why we didn't get a t-shirt with him, because we got so much other stuff. We do got the 2 open hands, the old high five hands, the splayed out hands, the you can't see me hands. That's what we got here for John Cena. That is fitting. Unfortunately, no fist. I would have liked to seen one of those removed for a fist. Give him the old 5-knuckle shuffle. We all love the 5-knuckle shuffle, of course. But old John Cena looking really good and feeling really good. Can't wait to dive into this one a little bit. Let's look at some of this other stuff here. We do get a baseball cap. Of course, the hustle, loyalty, and respect. You want some? Come get some. Man, my eyesight, it's tough. It's tough. Let's get old man Kyle glasses. Get them on. I got contacts. I wear the glasses from time to time. But yeah, definitely a cool hat here. I don't believe we've seen this exact hat before. It says C Nation on the back as well. For those keeping track at home. We do get his little spinner chain going on here. The chain gang soldier, of course. Always remember back to the Jack's Ruthless Aggression era, getting these a lot of the times. Is this the first time in the Elite line we've got the chain gang soldier? I guess I could look behind me. And a quick look, it looks like usually we get the dog tags. I think this is the first time we have received this as well. So always cool to get a brand new accessory here. A little chain action, a little medallion. Hey, I'm here for that. But then we get down to the championship title belt, and there's a lot of excitement about that. Of course, it's supposed to spin, and maybe mine's just a little bit stuck, but it is a spinner belt, they said, and it's supposed to spin in here. But boy, tell you what, maybe mine's painted shut. It's not spinning for me. I don't know. I don't know here, guys. I'm not getting any spinning out of my belt. I thought it was supposed to really spin. Doesn't seem to be the case for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to play with it a little bit more. Yeah, that's not spinning. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was supposed to be the spinner belt. I thought it was supposed to actually spin. But it doesn't seem to be the case. And I would think I'm smarter than the belt, but you never know. Maybe I'm not. I might not be as smart as this belt. But it's definitely the classic Cena title. When I see this, I definitely think of John Cena. But I'm not sure why it is not spinning for me. There's no spinning. Oh, it's totally frozen place. So it looks like it should spin, but boy, it's definitely not. I don't know if I got to heat it up or what, but your mileage may vary. I guess you guys can comment if yours spun right out of the package. I might have to play with it a little bit. But definitely WWE. It's got all the glitz and glam of the old spinner belt for John Cena. A lot of people have been wanting this one. A lot of people have been wanting one that spins, and for whatever reason, mine doesn't want to do that right now. So that's a little disappointing, but we'll play with it. Maybe we'll get it unfroze fairly soon. Now we get old John Cena, old big match John himself, looking like a John Cena figure would look. Very, very similar to other John Cena figures we've had over the years. Got the nice sweatbands going on there. We got, of course, the sweatband around the bicep. A little usual hallmarks of John Cena looking good. He's got, of course, that hairdo you could set your watch to if you want to, or you don't have to. Maybe a stopwatch might be the way to go. Who knows? No bald spot on this John Cena. If you saw John, of course, on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, looks like he's got a little bit of a bald spot so far. Luckily, no bald spot. A few grays poking in on mine, but no baldness on my side here. But John looking really good in the head department here. Got a nice little smirk, smile going on. Looks really, really good. Head turns around, back, forth, up and down. Very good mobility out of this head. Of course, arms do go all the way around. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits. Hands removable, hands side to side, back and forth. Ab crunch, of course, got the side to side. He's got the old Word Life underwear up, peeking over like a young Marky Mark Wahlberg. And Marky Mark and I, we don't get along very well. I'd get along with Cena, but Marky Mark and I, long business problems with Marky Mark, and maybe a little jealousy in the business world with me and Marky Mark, because one of the things that I deal with before getting too deep into my work life and the work-life balance, Marky Mark does not move as much product as I do at a specific retailer, we'll call it that. But they roll out the red carpet for Mark Wahlberg whenever he's at the corporate office. They're like, oh my gosh, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, did you know Kyle brings you many more billions than Mark Wahlberg does every single year? But Kyle gets treated like the bottom of the shoe for most times, it feels like. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know how this get into Marky Mark talk, but it is what it is. And I'll get you, Mark Wahlberg. I'll get you. But anyways, we got the splits going on right here. We got the nice thigh cut. That looks pretty good. Knee bend right there. Got double jointed knees. Big knees on him. It always does look a little funny with the jorts going on there. But it does take your eye away from it. But it does work. We get boot cut. No boot cut because there's no boot. So that makes sense. We do get the ankles back and forth, side to side. Always a little weak. John Cena is probably the worst as far as standing on your shelf because we know these feet, they just wear out after a while, and John does the face plant. We all deal with it. It's all about getting the angle just right on the stand to keep him standing. You know you guys have dealt with it in the past as well. But a good-looking John Cena. He's got the light-colored jorts going on, no black jorts. I think I prefer the black jorts, which I guess leads me into his Ultimate Edition, which is very similar but different from this time frame. I am by no means an expert as far as outfits for guys. A lot of people can say, oh, that's the gear he wore here, there. I've never been that guy for whatever reason. But to me, I think this is about the same time frame. You got the sweatbands are the same, things like that. You got a hat, very similar, but a little different between these two. Of course, the spinner belt, things like that. Does he fit on a ringside stand? I believe he does. But the Ultimate Edition is pretty much the benchmark for here. A lot of people love this Cena. I think a good friend of the channel, old My Damn Toys, shout out to My Damn Toys, but I believe this is his favorite John Cena. I think he has like 100 of these, and he just mixes and matches them and does all kinds of stuff. To each their own. I get it. I'm the same way about Ultimate Warrior. That makes all the sense in the world to me. But I believe that is his favorite, and this is a very, very good Cena. I don't think we've done a top 5 or top 10 Cena on the channel. We'll have to do that one of these days. This might make the top 10, I would think. I'd have to think so. And we get a few Ruthless Aggression ones over there as well. You guys would probably be shocked at what, off the top of my head right now, my favorite Cena figure is of all time. But we'll see what happens on that in the future. But a good Cena, a good representation of him, and a guy to me that really does deserve to be an Elite Series 100. He really was the champion of the Jax era. It ushered into the Mattel era. Definitely a future Hall of Famer, as we all know. There's no doubt about that. So John Cena, a welcome addition to Elite 100, and not such a bad figure as well here. So let me know in the comments what you think about old Big Match John. Are you in on this figure? Not different enough? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got new videos every single day and then some. Turn on the old notification bell. You don't want to miss a video, of course. And then don't forget about the Patreon for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. There's a lot going on the Patreon channel. And best of all, you do support content like this. And you can also support the content over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget to follow along and hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for John Cena, the John Stockton of fashion, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.